All right, let's talk about something huge. We're diving into one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make, choosing your career. And not just anywhere, but right here in the Nigeria of today, which is changing faster than ever. This is all about your future, so yeah, let's get into it. I want you to just think back for a second, back to JSS 3. Remember that day? When you were told, okay, time to choose science, arts, or commercial. Let's be real, for a lot of us, it was a pretty confusing moment. Maybe you just picked what your best friend chose or what your parents thought was a good idea, but did you really know what those choices meant for your future? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack right now. So here's the game plan. First, we're going to break down the four main career pathways, but in a way that actually makes sense. Then, we'll get into how tech is shaking up, well, everything. After that, we'll hunt down where the real opportunities are popping up in Nigeria. And finally, we'll talk about the skills you actually need to win. Stick with me, and by the end, you'll see the whole playing field much more clearly. All right, first things first, let's look at those traditional streams you had to choose from. But I want you to see them with fresh eyes. These aren't just rigid boxes you're stuck in. Think of them more like powerful launch pads for wherever you want to go. Let's kick things off with science. We all have that picture in our heads, right? Someone in a white lab coat. But honestly, that's just scratching the surface. The science track is for the builders, the problem solvers, the people who want to discover new things and heal old wounds. It's about tackling the world's real, tangible problems head on. And the opportunities here, they're massive. Don't just think medicine and pharmacy, think bigger. We're talking engineering, computer science, even things like modern agriculture and space technology. I mean, look at someone like Dr. Ola Brown. She started as a medical doctor, sure, but then she built Flying Doctors, a company that literally saves lives with helicopters all over Africa. Now that is science in action. Okay, moving on to the arts track. And you know what? We need to bust a huge myth right now. For too long, people have thought, oh, you go to arts because you don't like maths. No, absolutely not. The arts track is a total powerhouse for communication, creativity, and leadership. It's for people who want to shape how we think and feel. Just look around you. The influence of the arts is literally everywhere. It's in the courtroom and in politics, where a single speech can change history. It's in Nollywood and our music industry, which have taken Nigerian culture to the entire world. Think about Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's novels or Burna Boy winning a Grammy. These are global icons, and their journeys were powered by the arts. This stream is all about making an impact. Now, let's talk about the commercial track. If the country is a car, this is the engine room. This is the world of business, finance, and wealth creation. If you're the kind of person who's fascinated by how money moves, how companies are built from scratch, and how to spot an opportunity nobody else sees, then yeah, this is your zone, for sure. So you've got the big ones here, right? Finance, accounting, marketing, and the big one, entrepreneurship. And for a perfect example, you don't have to look much further than Tony Elumelu. He studied economics, built a banking empire, and then started a foundation that's funding thousands of other entrepreneurs. That is the incredible power of the commercial mindset. And finally, let's talk about a stream that is honestly so often underrated, the technical or vocational track. But I'm telling you, right now, it is absolutely exploding in importance. This is where hands-on skills meet the business world. It's where the rubber meets the road. It's about creating something with your own two hands. And the range here is just wow. It's everything from fashion design and carpentry to modern skills like coding, graphic design, and video production. Just imagine this story. Tunde, a tailor from Ajay. He starts small, perfects his craft, really hones his skill, and now celebrities are lining up to wear his designs. That's turning a practical skill into a powerful, successful business. Okay, so those are the four big pathways. Simple enough, right? Well, here comes the plot twist. Technology is coming in and just rewriting the entire rulebook for all of them. The world of work is not what it was 5 years ago, and trust me, it's changing faster than you can blink. We're living through what you could call the Great Shift. And look, some jobs, especially the repetitive ones like data entry, are probably going to shrink. AI can just do them faster. But, and this is a really big but, look at the new doors flying open. New roles are being created every single day in things like coding, digital marketing, renewable energy. The secret is knowing which way the tide is turning. And this is the part you really need to hear. Please, don't be afraid of technology. It's not a threat, it's a tool, a really, really powerful one. If you can learn how it works,
It doesn't matter if you're an artist or an accountant, you can use it to ride this massive wave of change instead of getting wiped out by it.
Okay, so tech is changing the game, we get it. But where are the actual jobs? Like right now, right here in Nigeria. Let's get down to brass tacks. You want to know what's hot right now? These sectors are on fire. Renewable energy. I mean, we all know we need solutions to our power problem. Fintech, companies like Flutterwave and Paystack are global names now. The digital economy, that's everything from your favorite content creator to the online store you just bought from. And entrepreneurs are using tech to solve old problems in new ways, everywhere from farming to fashion. And listen, this isn't just about some huge corporations in Lagos. It's happening on the ground everywhere. Think about a guy like Chinedu from Enugu. He saw a problem right there in his community, farmers struggling for water, and he used his skills and technology to build a solar-powered solution. Boom! Now he runs his own company. That is the new Nigerian dream. So we've got the career paths, we've got the hot sectors, but hold on. There's one more piece to this puzzle, and honestly, it might be the most important piece of all. It goes way, way beyond what's written on your degree certificate. I'm talking about something called employability skills. Think of them as your career superpowers. They're the universal tools that make you valuable in any job, in any industry. It's not about the facts you can memorize. It's all about how you think and how you work with people. So, what are these superpowers? Let's break down the top 3. Number 1, communication. Can you actually get your point across clearly and confidently? Number 2, problem solving. When you hit a brick wall, do you just give up or do you start looking for a ladder? And number 3, critical thinking. Can you look at a situation, see the whole picture, and make a smart call? Master these 3 and you'll be unstoppable. Okay, let's bring all of this home. We've covered a lot, right? The streams, the tech wave, the new jobs, the essential skills. So what's the bottom line? What does all this mean for you right now? Here is the most important thing I want you to walk away with. Forget the idea that one stream is better than another. That's old thinking. Science, arts, commercial, technical, they're all just different doors. The real question is, which door feels like it was made for you? And what are you going to do once you step through it? So please, let's just throw that old question out the window. Which stream is the best? It's the wrong question. It's always been the wrong question. It's way too small. The real question is this: the future of work, it's not some scary monster. It's more like a playground. But it's a playground for people who are curious, people who are creative, and people who can adapt. It's a game of learning and relearning. So when you look at all this change, all these new rules and new opportunities, the only question left is, are you ready to get in the game and play?